Okay, so in our previous lecture, I have started the like I have created some element and I have appended that element in a ULLI. Okay, so in this I want to append some like some more element, like there is a element first. So I want to append at the first position before this element. I mean, and I want to append also the after this element. So how I can do this? Okay, so I'm just going here and I'm just removing this, and here I have a ULLI here, and the ULID is first. Okay, so I'm just creating a fetching this by the document dot get element by ID. So, so ID of UL is first. Okay, so where UL. Okay, so UL dot UL we have a like property like UL have a property here, the first element child. Okay, first element child means UL first element child will be this UL. Okay, first element child will be this UL. So we are now getting by this UL we are getting this element Li, first Li of UL. Okay, so I'm just going here, first Li. Okay, so I want to add some like Li. I want to add some Li before this Li. So how I can add this? So here is a function like insert before. Okay, like first dot Li. I will call this insert before. This is okay. So what I will insert here? I will insert some some Li. Okay, so I need to create the Li first to insert here. So I will create here. Okay, document dot create elements. I'm just creating elements. So by this function I'm creating a element. What element I am creating? I'm creating Li. Okay, and in previous lecture I have just shown you that how we can add a text in that. Okay, new Li. So we have discussed a also property of that like Li dot text content. Okay, like this. So I'm just adding some before first. Okay. So now I will pass this new Li in the first Li. Okay. So now I am just going to console this because we are not able to add this. Console.log. There is a debugger. I have removed that debugger and I'm just going here to console. So I'm getting here the failed to execute insert before on the node 2. Two argument required. Okay, okay. So there is a requirement of two argument. I have just added Li, okay, which we are creating, but I need to pass this as well. Which one I have created this new and I need to pass this as a second argument here. Okay, so this is the position. This is the position like before which element I want to insert this new Li. Okay, insert before node, the node which we need to be insert, not a child of this element. New li, first element child we are inserting here, insert before. Okay, so this will be here, we are using the wrong, because li, list li, we are using first li. Okay, so we will use here li. So now let's go here. So now one element is inserted. So there is some confusion, like with this ul we are inserting in this uli. Okay, so we will call this function by this uli, and what we are inserting, we will as a insert here as a first parameter here, and in the second parameter, like from like we will insert as a position here. Okay, so we want to insert new element before this, okay, by the first element. So this is the function to insert before an element. Okay, so like, so we have inserted here before first, and this is before, this was the first element, now this is the second element. Okay, so I want to insert after this. Okay, so how I can insert this after this? So there is a function like insert after. No insert after. Okay, so there is a no function like insert after, there is a, we are using insert before. So for this, if we have only one function here, insert before, so how we can add this? So we need to go like, i want to add I want to add this before first, after this first. So I need to go to first, I want to just I will go to the first, I will switch from first to the second first, and then I will insert this. I will use this insert before, and I will insert this before second. Okay, so let's, I'm just going here, I'm just changing this. I will change just here like next element sibling. Okay, next element sibling. First I'm just going from ul to first element, then I'm going to first sibling, and then I'm inserting before this second. Okay, I'm just going to now first is at the is a second element of ul. So in this way we can insert an element before and after an element. Okay, so if I want to insert this like after second, so how I can, I will just go to the another sibling like next element sibling. Okay, like this. Okay, so in this way we can like insert before and after an element. So in now we will discuss how we can like remove child element. Okay, so there is a like function like remove function, in that how we can like remove this. Okay, so I want to remove any, so I'm just going here and I'm just going ul. I will remove an element from the ul, so I'm just going here, and I will going to remove, and I will pass this first. Okay, so let's go here, and I'm just going to refresh. So third, we are getting here third, but some problem here. I'm just going to comment this. Okay, so this is ul. Ul is the whole the ul we have removed here. I think this is the first. Get element by id, first element child, next element child. So I'm just going to remove this. I'm first removing the first element. Okay, then we will move to another. Okay, so we will use for when we are just removing the child, so we will use here child. Okay, not remove. Remove is removing the ul. So I'm just going here and no, I'm just going here, refreshing. So first is removed from the ul. Okay, so function is remove child. Okay, so and we want to like remove the ul, the complete ul we want to remove. So there is a function of uh, to remove this, the remove. Okay, and I want to remove the sibling of this, so I will add the like sibling. Okay, I'm just going to revert this, like I want to remove from here. So child. So now first, second, fourth, third is removed from this list. Okay, so there is a function to remove the child here, remove child. Okay, so there is a another we want to clone some element. Okay, how we will clone this? Okay, so there is a function is a clone node. If you now generally use a library or framework of a node like Angular and like React, so we will not use in these cases, but you just practice this because there is a requirement to like understand the basics of JavaScript. Okay, in React we will handle these things by the our props and states. So you just understand this concept to like strong your basics in the JavaScript. Okay, so so what is the clone element? How we can clone the element here? So we have a now. I'm just going to console. We have any message in that? Okay, so I'm just going to console. Okay, so first in the console we will get the whole ulli like this. We are getting this ulli id. Okay, so now we will use here like the clone node function here. Okay, like ul dot clone node, and I'm just creating an object like where new ul. Okay, and it's accept in parameter as well. Let's check with the new ul first. Now we have the exact copy of. We don't have the exact copy. We have the only ul id. Okay, we don't have this child like li. We don't have in this. You can see in this. Okay, so how we can get the exact copy? So there is a parameter. Okay, there is a parameter like false and true. Okay, there is a parameter like false and true. So by default this is false. This is false, so we will not get the child of that. Okay, so we will change this false to true. When we will change this false to true, then we will get here the exact copy by ul id first and this in this way. Okay, so like in this we have in this ul. you will see I need to delete this. In this UL we have a first ID and we have here a first ID. So in the DOM element we cannot have the like same ID with the with two ID with the same name. So I need to change this. Okay, so how we can change this? The ID I have already discussed this. So like new UL dot ID first new first new. Okay, and I'm just going here. Now I'm just going to refresh. So ID is changed here. So in this case, so as we can add the like class as well here, like new dot class name first class. Okay, so I have added the class and I have changed this, updated this ID. So in this way we can create an like exact clone of that. Okay, and we can also append this in the document by the document dot body dot there is a append child. Okay, append child means body child. We are just going to append the body child here. New UL. Now you can see this. I have appended this ULLI in the body. Okay. So now replace the how we can replace some element. Okay. So there is a replace child. I want to like replace some child. So I have created already. So this is the UL. Okay. So I'm just going to first create an li in this. Okay, and I will replace by some and by li new li equal to document dot create element new li dot text context. I'm just adding the context in this. Okay, new li dot text content. Okay, so in that I will replace this ul dot first element child. I'm just going to replacing the first element child. Okay, where li. Okay, so ul dot replace. There is a replace child as well. So I have created an item here. Okay, like new li. I'm just passing here and I'm passing here li. Okay, so let's check what will be the our output here. So I'm getting you now see the change here first content. Okay, so now this li is replaced by this first content. Okay, if I want to like replace this by the second, the next, so there is a next element sibling. Okay, now second will be replaced by the first content in this way. So in this way we can replace this by the replace child. Okay, and there is a very you are seeing that there are a lot of functions you need to remember this, but there is another very simple way how we can like insert in that before after like I'm just going to like we have a not I'm just not going to like we have a ul here. Okay, so we want to insert before this. So there is a case in that like we want to insert something before this ul. So like insert before this ul. Okay, so one case is here, we can insert inside this. Okay, and we can insert after, when this is, we are going to end this all the uli, we can insert here as well. Okay, and we can insert after this as well. Okay, there are the four cases. We can insert before, we can insert in as the starting point, at the last point we can insert, and we can insert after the, after this element. So there is a very good functionality in javascript, is that the insert adjacent html. Okay, so let's check how this is. This is very simple, so I am just, so this is the document.get element by id by first. So we have a id of this ul. So I'm just going ul dot, just 1 minute guys. Okay, so we have a a very good concept here, the adjacent html, and we have a function here like insert adjacent html. Okay, so we can just give the position like here, the like before begin. Okay, before begin. Okay, and we can pass here the very, there is no, there is no requirement to use the any function to create any element or insert a text. We can directly add here like html new html. Okay, so let's check this, and fail to execute two parameter is not type element, error type failed to execute. Before begin, so I think before begin is not in, there is some mistake in this. Okay, I'm just forgetting this because we don't use this in the React so much. Not working is not insert, and there is a W3. You just follow the W3 schools. Okay, because the example is very simple in the W3 school, and we can run the code. Okay, so these are the after and we are using this. I'm using the same insert adjacent element. I'm using the, there may be some mistake in that, so I'm just, fail to execute insert html no element parameter 2 is not type of element. The element is not a element. This is the element I have created here. The h, okay, the first. So I'm just creating li in this way. This will work. So after before begin, we are using here before begin. So there is a mistake in this as well. Before begin, I am just going here. Parameter 2 is not an element. I have added the element, no mistake in this. Okay, so I'm just going to create an element. Let's check by this document dot create element like li. We will use this where new li new li dot not create text. No need to. First, I need to check this. I'm just going to replace this. So this is added. So what is the mistake here we are doing here? I'm just changing to. So we are getting error for this. I don't know why this. Because the new element I have created, this is inserting before this element. Okay, but this is not taking. So what to do? Hmm. New li. My text content is equal to li. I am just going to use this. Okay, let's check this. Okay, we will discuss this later if this is not working. And I'm just going. So now hello is inserted before this. Okay, so this is the before begin, and there is a after begin. Now this is in the second position here. No, in the first position in the UI. Hello. Okay, so and after and let's check after and. So this is the after and we can add after the UI UL, and there is a before and. So in this way we can append as well by adjacent HTML. Okay, so I was showing that there is no requirement to create an element in that. So I was just adding here an element, only the HTML directly I want to add here, like li. But we are getting an error here because parameter 2 is not a type of element. Okay, but in the W3 we are, you can see that as I was showing here in the W3. So in the W3 you can see the S. Okay, they are inserting the S. So they are fetching this by the get element by span. Span, where is the span here? So yeah, they are getting this my span here. When we will click here, then they are adding the my span here. Okay. So this HTML text. So we will discuss this later. Okay, let's move on the next topic. So why this is not working, I will discuss this in the next lecture. And but this is working with the when we are creating the new element in that. Okay. So how we can like set an attribute and change the attribute, like we have a first UL and I want to set any class, any attribute here. Okay, and I want to change the existing attribute. So how I can change this? Firstly, I want to set an attribute here. There is a function like set attribute. In that, I want to set here class, and here I am can add here first UL. Okay, so let's check here. I'm just going to refresh, and you will see here the class first UL is added. Okay, so there is a parameter in that we can add that, and we can get this attribute as well here. Like I'm just going to console.log ul.get attribute, get animation not get attribute. And what attribute I want to get? I want to get this class. So now first UL. So we can get and set the attribute in this way. Okay, and we are adding the attribute before directly we are adding the like ul.id ul.class. That is very simple. If the function set attribute and get attribute is not in mind, then we can directly update as well. Okay, so there is a like before this I want to update, I want to remove this as well. Okay, now I will remove this dot remove attribute, remove, there is a remove attribute. Okay, I'm just removing this class. Now what I will get here, let's check. I'm just going to refresh. So I'm getting null. Okay, so attribute is removed here. Okay, so I want to check here. Okay, so replace, how I can replace this is, let's check there is any function to replace the attribute. Replace, no, there is no function to replace the attribute here. So how we can replace? First I will remove this attribute. After that, like I will set this attribute again. So this is the way to like this. First I have removed this class, and now I have I'm just going to, okay, now what, let's check what we will get here. So now first hyphen ul we will get here. Okay, so first this is the this was the set on the element ul class first ul, and this is removed by this remove attribute. Now I have said, I have just added this attribute again. Okay, so how I can check that the attribute, there is a one way, there is a one way to get attribute is available on that particular element or not. There is a one way we will get null if attribute we don't have any attribute, and if have attribute element has the attribute, then we will get that attribute. Okay, this is the one way to get the attribute. So I want to check there is another function like has attribute. Okay, so I'm just going to change this. So in this way, has attribute, we will get here true and false. Okay, so class attribute exists, so we are getting here true. If I'm just going to comment this, and now let's check, we will get here false. Okay, so in this way we can set attribute as well by the using the functions on, and before that we have already discussed directly how we can like ul.id and ul.class name. We can add the attribute in this way as well. And there is a how we can add the style. Okay, style, because it's a different type of attribute here, style, because it's have the like different values, don't have the single value like the class and id. Okay, so how we can add this, so directly we can add this as well, and we can add this as well by the set attribute as well. Okay, because this is the attribute. So like I want to add the style, so where is the style, I want to add this by the set attribute. Okay, so in this, and I will pass here color white, not red. Okay, and background, background color white. Okay, background is also white, so I'm just black. Okay, let's check this. So now, okay, background color is black, and the text color is red now. So in this way we can add the styling as well. So there is another way to add the style as well, like btn dot style, not btn, ul dot style dot color. I want to add the color here. Okay, so I'm just going to comment this, and I will use here the color red. Okay, and we can add here ul dot style dot background. There is a background in this, background color. Okay, now I'm changing this background color to yellow. Let's check this. So I am getting in this way. Okay, background is yellow and the text color is red. Okay, so directly if I want to like write as in a single line, like we have added in the set attribute, we have added all the color and background color in the same line. So I want to add this way in a same line as well. Okay, so we can write here by ul dot, so I'm not going to remove this, css text. Okay, in this color red and background color blue. Okay, let's check now. So these are the ways we can change the style as well by the set attribute as well, by the directly we can by using the ul dot style, by the css text, and by the one by one we can set in that. Okay, if I want to get this, I want to get this css which I have applied here. So how I can get this? So like I have a ul, so there is a function in that, get computed style. Okay, I will pass this. So this function will give me the whole css is apply on that. Okay, so where css in this way, and I'm just going to console. I'm just going to remove this console.log css. So now we have a css, but we have a very large css here. All things is applied here. So I will find the background, I will find the color here. What color? Okay, let's check. So we have in the RGB form. Okay, this is the blue. Okay, this is the blue 255000. So we are getting in the RGB form. No, this is not the blue, this is the red. Okay, this is the red. We can check here, red color RGB form. Okay, so now you can check that. Let's go here. This is the red. Okay, RGB form. This is the RGB form of color RGB 255. Okay, so we are getting in the RGB form. Okay, so in this way we can get the any attribute from any element, like the we have the background color as well. Background color. Okay, now you can check that this is the blue. Okay, now we will discuss the classes, css classes. Okay, so how we can get the classes? Okay, we can set the classes by the set attribute. Okay, and we can set the classes by directly. We can set like ul. Okay, there is the ul dot class. We have already discussed this ul dot class name. We can set attribute. We can add this by the set attribute. Okay, set attribute. So we can add the classes by this by the set attribute. Okay, but in this, we if we want to replace some classes, so how we can, there is a function like to remove the, we have used already the remove attribute. We can remove the attribute, and we can again like set the attribute. Okay, in this way there are a lot of other function in that. Okay, like in the box. Oh, so firstly, I want to just fetch these classes. So how we can fetch this console? I'm just going to console this ul dot class name. Okay, so I'm just going to adding some classes as well. Class, फिर hello, hello first. Okay, I'm adding two classes here. So let's check. I'm just getting this by the ul dot, and we can directly set by from here as well. Okay, so now first I'm just getting, I'm just going to refresh this. So now hello first, I have both the classes here. Okay, so I want to just remove some class from here. So how can I remove this? By ul we have dot we have a function here like remove. Let's check it will, yeah, we have a function here, and we will pass here a class hello. We are getting hello first, the class is not removed and this is not working. So let's check this is not working with this. Like there is another attribute here, class list. Okay, so I'm just going to console. I'm just getting the list of that. Okay, so this is the in the first we are getting the only the text. So in the class list we are getting the one by one. Like for in the first parameter we are getting the first, in the second parameter in we are getting the second value of the array. In the array we are getting the first and second, and the first value and second value in that. So we can just remove by using this. Okay, now we will use the remove. Okay, and we will remove the hello, and I will console after this. Now you will see that the we have only one class here first, and hello is removed. Okay, in this way we can remove this, and we can replace as well. Like we have a function here, replace hello. I want to replace this hello. Okay, now I'm just refreshing. So we have so I have replaced this hello by hello, and we can check that some classes exist on or not exist. Okay, so I'm just going to going here, and I'm just going here, contains. Here is a contains, means some this element have contains the class or not. So here is a we have changed hello. Okay, so we will get this in a true and false. Like true because hello exists, and if I am changing this to hello, now you can see that false. Okay, so this will return the like boolean result as well. Okay, and this is very useful. So I want to add by this class list. Okay, class list, how can I add? Dot add directly. I will add listener. I am using wrong add. Okay, now I'm adding welcome class here. Okay, now let's check. I'm just going to replace. So in this way, so welcome is added in this array as well. So we can. I'm just going to. I'm just going to show in the. So you can check here at the UL the class. We have three class here: first, hello, and welcome. Okay. In this way, we can modify the class as well. Okay. So there is a another one how we can get the height and width. Okay, so there is two type of parameter, like offset and client. Okay, so if I'm using this, the ul dot offset height. Okay, this is not a function, this is a parameter. This is a property of this. So I'm just going to console this is, and there is a one more thing is client dot, not dot, client height. Okay, because this is not showing, I am not using this, the client height. Okay, so there are the two different console. Where is the C console? And I am just going for the same. I will replace this height by width, and width. So let's check. I am just going to refresh here. I'm just going to on the console, and now you can check that 72 72, and there is no difference. Okay, and now I'm just adding some style here, like style border 5px. Okay, I have added 5px border on this. So let's check now. Now you will see the difference here. This is, there is no difference. So I think border is not added here. Border width I am adding. This is the some style border width 5px. So difference between this, the offset height and offset width here, like the offset height and width is the element with the border. Okay, border height and border width will be calculated in this. Okay, and I'm just trying to adding a border height and width. So there is no 5px. I'm just directly border. So everything will become in this 5px. Let's check in this headings. Let's check for heading. I'm just changing this for heading, and let's check for this. I'm just going to 37 ULLI. I'm just adding the same. Not work. So let's add by JavaScript. I'm just going to add by the JavaScript because this is, I don't know why this is not. So set attribute, we have used here set attribute, and style border 5px. Okay, now I have added here. No change. Border is not adding here. Border is added, but no difference in this. 5px, 5px border. Okay, so these are the attribute. This is the offset attribute and the like offset and client. There is a difference in that. The offset, we will get the height and width with the border. Border will be included in the height and width as well. But in the client height and the client width, we will get the height and width without border. Okay, border is getting border is added here, but we are not getting. We are getting the same here. Okay. Okay, so we will discuss in this also in the next lecture. So let's move to the events. Okay, events like on click, mouse over, mouse out, these type of events, and these events and the DOM events are the actions that occurs as a result of the user action, or as a result of the state change of the element of the DOM tree. Okay, so we have the lot of events in that, like the click event, mouse over, mouse out, key press, key event as well. Okay, and we generally we have a, mostly we use the click event in our development, and we also use for the submit event as well. Okay, and blur event, if you are aware of some development, so blur event, like we are clicking somewhere outside the element. So let's check how we can apply Okay, here we have a element here, hello, hello world. Okay, I'm just removing this. Okay, so on click we can write here like this on click event. I have written here the on click event, so I will call by this. When I will click on the hello word, so then I will calling a function from here. So I am creating a function hello. Okay, in this way. Okay, and I'm just creating a function here hello, and I'm just going to alert this. Some spelling mistake here, hello. Okay, alert. So we have a event here on click. So I'm just going, I have clicked, now hello. In this way we can call in function on the event on click. I have clicked on the hello word and this function is called. Okay, so there is a one more type like by the JavaScript. Okay, I don't want to add this on click here. Okay, so how I will call this function on the click on click of this. Okay, so by this there is a one more way like document dot get element by id, and element of this hello world is id is heading. Okay, I'm just passing the so where now I have a heading element here. Okay, so by this heading, I have a function here, add event listener. Okay, when we will use this add event listener, we will use like for the mostly I have used in the development when we have used the window object. Okay, where I want to perform some I want to perform some events on the window. Like on the window, we cannot set this on click. We have a DOM element here, so we can add the on click here. But in the window, how we can add the manually on click? We cannot add now. So in this way, we have just add like this. We have a window object here. In that, we can add in this window dot add event listener. By the using our add event listener, we can add any event with this window object. Okay, so hello heading dot add event listener. Okay, so I will write here for those two parameter we will use here. One is the click event name and another is the function name hello. Okay, so let's go, and I'm just going to refresh, and I'm just going to click here. So this is working same. Okay, in the same way this is working. So there are the two ways to add an event on an element. Okay, so we can just add like we can add. I have added here on click. I have added here on click. So I can have add multiple event on an element like on mouse down. I can also use mouse down. Okay, so several event we can add in on a single element as well. Okay, so there is no issue in this. So like I have added here on click, and I will mouse mouse over. Okay, mouse over. So I'm just changing this into the console.log. Console.log. Okay, so let's go into this. I'm just going to refresh. I have clicked here. So click is working, but the mouse, which one I have added, mouse hover is not working here. I think this will work here. Click mouse hover events. I'm just going to JavaScript events name. On click, on mouse over. These are the events. Key mouse down, mouse out. Any mistake in this? MOU, mouse over. So we will go here. Mouse over. Okay, I'm just using this mouse over. Okay. So mouse over. Now you can see this. Mouse over is working. Okay. You can see this. And mouse click is also working. This is updating now. You can see the count here. Okay. Now. Okay. So on mouse over, I want to like hello over. Okay. Over. I'm just changing the function. I'm just applying the different function on the different event. Okay. So less. I'm just going mouse over. On click hello, mouse over. So you can see this. So multiple event we can apply on an element as well. Okay. So we have just added this event listener. So this will be added in our Windows. So how we can remove this? Okay, how we can remove this ad? So there is a function as well to remove this, like heading dot remove event listener. Okay. Now I will apply the same. So I'm just going to remove the click. Now I'm mouse over is working. When I'm clicking, I'm just clicking on this element, then click, then this event is click event is not working. Okay, because I have removed this click event. Okay. So there may be a situation that like we have like append this, we have added this event, and but there may be a requirement like I have added an event on the window object, but there may be a event that event should not be up work uh, at somewhere else. So I need to remove this event as well. Okay. So after adding this event, I will remove this event as well, but I will not remove after that. After this I will remove on some, like some other function, like I will execute, I will after my add event work, I will execute another function and then I will remove that. Okay. So this is the event. So there is a two type of event as well here, and I will discuss in the next lecture. And next lecture will be also, we will discuss some functionality as well, like the how our window will load it, like the load function and the document content loaded means the our document content is not loaded completely. So how we will get that event, and if the all the content, all the DOM element is loaded, then how we can get that and how we can execute an event on that. Okay. So some this type of small functionality we will discuss in the next lecture, and after that we will start our ES6 and advanced JavaScript topics in the next week, and that is very important for the interview purpose and for your development purpose as well. Okay. So lots of like uh, many like destructuring stuck and destructuring object array, and I have lot of things in that, like binding have a function, we have a bind function, and we have a call function. So and different type of so many functionality, many advanced functionality we will discuss. So don't skip the lecture after the next lecture. Okay, and that will be very useful to you. Okay, so I am just going to stop the recording here.